With beads and rhinestones, you can embellish your bow this way, or you want to make a character of your name. Hey everyone, hey crafters, welcome to Anjurisa's crafting room. My name is Risa, but to make it easy, you can call me Risa. And I really love crafting, and I have been wondering about how to make a bow embellished with beads and rhinestones. So let's go ahead and get started. First, let's prepare our fabric. I am using satin fabric for this. You are free to choose your own fabric. You want to use cotton, chiffon, organza. You are free to choose your own fabric. But the most important thing is we have to prepare a felt fabric for the inside of the bow. And this is the most important. But if you can't find a felt fabric, you may use other fabric like sponge or lining fabric inside. So the size is about 7 inch by 8.5 inch. Satin fabric is easy to differentiate between the right side and the wrong side. So with the right sides together, we are going to fold this part and sew this part. Make sure to leave an opening right in the center. I will sew a straight line. Leave an opening here, and continue sewing. After this, I want to press the seam open because I want to make it balanced so it won't be too bulky on one side. Just press this open. After this, let's turn this over and prepare the felt fabric. The size is about 6.5 by 3.5 inch, or I can say it's the same size as our fabric after we fold it in half. It's about 6.5 by 3.5 inch. So I'm going to place it here, and we are going to sew this part. If you want to make the felt fabric stays in place, you can pin it with a needle or a sewing pins to make it stays in place. Let's take this to the sewing machine. After I sew both ends, I want to cut it like this, so I can have a really nice pointy bow at the end here. I don't recommend you to skip this part because this really makes a big difference. After this, we are going to turn the fabric right side out. Next, I want to press the bow just to make it look nice. It's flat down, so I'm going to press it, give it a nice press, just a little, so it have a nice shape. Before I sew the beads, I want to mark the center of the fabric. So I will mark the center of the fabric right here. This way we can have a really nice shape. Just draw a straight line in the center, right on the center. After this, we are going to sew the beads on the bow. So I will prepare my pearls and needle and thread. And then you can sew any beads if you want to sew it like this, or maybe you want to sew a character of your name. It's really fine. So what we are going to do is just take this out a little, and we are going to sew right on the felt fabric or any lining fabric that you use. Just sew it on the felt fabric. And then you can you are free to sew the beads to the bow. Take it out a little here. Now you can start sewing the beads. Make sure that when you sew the beads, you sew it through the felt fabric inside and not through the back side of this fabric like this. You can see that the beads is in front, and there is no way to see the sewing thread right on the back side because I sew it through the felt fabric inside. And the same thing goes here. You can see that this is the A character, and then we can barely see any sewing threads on the back side. So I think I will sew the beads right on the edge here and here. Let's start sewing. Take any beads, put it inside, and sew it right here. As you can see, I didn't sew it through the back side of the bow. After I finish sewing the beads or pearls or rhinestones, and then I will tie the thread. Just take this out a little, and we are going to tie the thread to the felt fabric. Make sure that you don't sew it through the front side of the bow, so the sewing thread is perfectly hidden. Hidden. And after I tie the thread, I will use a remaining thread to close the opening here. Just sew it back and forth. This, just sew it through to close the opening. Next, we are going to gather the fabric right in the center. So this is the line that we draw before we attach the beads. I'll just sew it on the middle here to shape the bow. Now I'm going to attach a hair clip right at the back side of the bow. Attach a hair clip with hot glue gun, of course. Now let us finish the bow. Prepare a small piece of fabric. The size is about 5 by 3 inches. Fold the fabric with the right sides together, and we are going to sew this part. Apparently, I didn't press the record button and I already saw a straight line on the fabric. So we are going to fold the fabric, flip it over. And then we are going to attach this to the center of the bow. Fold it a little and turn it back. Fold it a little, and we are going to attach this to the bow. Sew this part for the last time. This is a bit tricky, so I will sew a temporary stitch right here, and then I will move my needle to the left side. You can see the needle here. Move it to the left side. Okay. Now we are going to sew the center part. So you can see that this is our temporary stitch. So I will cut this part to cut off the temporary stitch. And then we are going to flip the centerpiece over. After we flip the centerpiece, I want to make sure that the centerpiece stays in place, so add a dab of glue right in the center. And that's it. It will stay in place. Our beautiful bow embellished with beads is finished. Thanks for watching this video. If you find this tutorial useful, please give me a like and share this video. If you don't, it's not a problem. Just hit the dislike button and tell me below about what you don't like. See you in my next video. Bye bye.